Live. So I just did this video and then it wouldn't let me actually upload it, so I guess I'm stuck with just doing a lot of lives as my vlogs. So it's fine. Vlogs as lives, whatever. I'm live. That's cool too. So I wanted to show you guys what I got at the grocery store. And I do that simply because one, the girl with the eating disorder made a grocery list and made it to the grocery store and made it back. That's fucking awesome. um, it's a remission. My eating disorder is in remission, and I have to repeat all this. I don't like repeating a lot. I don't like repeating at all. I don't like repeating. I don't like repeating. Okay, so I'll say this. One, I have a magazine obsession, and that's my printer. These are my travel magazines. The one at the bottom is, of course, of Cape Town. The one under is of Paris. And the one at the top, which is my favorite, it's Timeless Japan. Because I love Timeless Japan. I love how timeless it is. That one over there is my lovely Vogue magazine. I love IKEA because I love interior decorating. That's a bunch of Scrabble that my daughter was playing earlier. Don't mind that. And that's a professionalism book because professionalism is the shiz. So let's see. I have an eating disorder remission and I vlog. I vlog for one. I vlog my life nowadays because why not? I mean, I can't do most normal things. I can't focus on anything. I can't keep attention span for shiz. I'm always anxious. I'm always freaking out. I'm always panicking. There's always something wrong. I'm always bothered. So why not vlog to get that out? And if it goes out to the universe, and I know it's getting into the interweb, so it touches everyone and it touches everyone around the world, and that is my goal, to make family all around the world, because I don't really have biological family that ain't worth shit. So yeah. And then on top of all of that, I have to vlog my food because it helps me keep track of my food journal and my fitness diaries and my food journal diaries and how I progress over the years and how everything basically grows more. And then I also, with my eating disorder, bulimia, anorexia, and over-exercising, they're all in remission except for the fact that they all like to tinker with me. And when you let a girl make a grocery list when she's had a remission, like eating disorder, it's basically like funny because I'm fighting my bulimia who wants to like buy a bunch of junk food, my anorexia who just wants to buy a bunch of fucking zero Sprites, and then I got or zero Cokes, and then I got the over-exerciser who's just like, get a bunch of like junk food and then just run, just like jog all day. So bullshit. Anyway, fighting all of those individual eating disorders while trying to make a grocery list is a pain in the ass, but I successfully have gotten a majority of what I needed, but not all of what I needed. And so it's okay because I only was getting breakfast and that was it. I just ended up grabbing a few other things. Okay. To let you know, there will be no meat really. I mean, you might see some seafood, maybe some shrimp. My daughter wants to do Japanese nights for the month, so that means shrimp, rice, and ramen for every other weekend for dinner. But anyway, I am a vegetarian slash plant-based eater slash pescatarian slash sometimes I'm vegan on a good day, but no meat can go inside of me. If I eat meat, my body doesn't know how to digest it because of the bulimia, because of how severely bulimic I was. My digestive system actually rotated and went the opposite way, and everything I ate automatically came straight back up. I got to the point in bulimia which takes at least 10 years, but I got to it in like 5 years because I was heavily bulimic. Like, I purged breakfast, lunch, dinner, and if I had a snack. Everything got purged, and I mean forcefully, like drinking a gallon of water and forcing it all back up until I tasted nothing but stomach acid, and that was how I felt like I was successful in staying empty, clean, pure. It wasn't about the being skinny, it was more of being pure, being tiny and light as air, and it never was about being pretty because my mom, she held me at a stance and a pedestal of being the prima ballerina perfectionist. I became a prima ballerina perfectionist, but what she wanted me to become was something that was just a sexual icon that made a lot of money. Like, I got famous, made a bunch of money, and took care of her type thing, and I didn't want to do that. So I basically failed at anything I was successful at on purpose until I got away from her, because I didn't want to have her in my life after I turned 18. She's just that much of a piece of a shit mom. Um, I was a commodity to my mom, and that was the part that destroyed me my entire life, knowing that I was just a commodity to my mom and she never actually loved me. She probably loved me when I was just born and looked really pretty in cute clothes, but after that, it was just, I'm a straight fucking commodity. So I hate consumer science because I hate commodities, because my mom made me a fucking commodity, and that's just that. So if I do become like famous, I would not be okay with being a commodity, but I do know that I would have to be okay with being a part of the commodities that come out of making music or food videos or vlogs. So it's a contradiction in itself and irony all in one. But, you know, it's like, hey, I can't do normal life, so vlog my life, because that's a job, and I can probably hold a job for about a half a year, and then I need another one because my mental health disorders have literally forced me into a corner again. So, story of my life, everyday bullshit, everyday shit. Either I'm depressed, moody, sad, or obnoxious, or both. You know, you can't really tell. Not a lot of people like to deal with me, so I'm usually fucking by myself, or my daughter loves me because she's one and the same. So we act weird and fucking beautiful together. Okay, off topic. I got some probiotics berry plums. It's got some cranberries, some cherries, raisins, blueberries, and plums. Delivers active cultures 10 times more effectively than yogurts. So, although I got this, it has also probiotics and cultures in it. So that's live bacteria. Cultures are live bacteria. Live bacteria is good for the gut because it actually can eat away at the bullshit inside of your gut and holding on to your gut's intestinal walls. So probiotics, live cultures, always a great thing to have in you, because you have to keep in mind we're a living, walking bacterial infection. The human organism is an organic mass of so much. It's a complex anatomy, and it's beautiful. But that's the scientist part of me that I never dabbed into because I never had like enough self-confidence in my brain to push my brain to learn more things without getting frustrated, because ADHD makes you not sit down for more than 5 seconds and do like 5,000 other things. So, yeah, anyway, I got this 100% juice, not this concentrate. That's for smoothies. I got another probiotic gut drink. This is hopefully going to help my digestive tract learn to be good, and if I have to drink this for the rest of my life so that my digestive tract is good, I shall. But if it works, then Good Belly probiotics will be a staple in my life. It's this right here though, Marianne. She's a staple in my life. I will say that eating these probiotics, I felt more energized, and I've had better bowel movements and better overall less indigestion than I would have if I would have just, taken an omeprazole. So, I mean, omeprazole helps me with my gastric reflux, which helps me keep my food down, but that's besides the point. The reason my food comes up is because I don't have the little flap anymore from, again, the severe bulimia. So I have to take the omeprazole, but after I eat the Marianne's, it's like I don't feel like upchucking the food. It kind of sits where it's supposed to be. It does good. So I think that's the live cultures in it, but I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. What else did I get? Oh yeah, I got some French yogurt, which also is supposed to be no preservatives, no GMOs. This Siggy's is supposed to be the same. It's supposed to be no GMOs and no preservatives as well. I actually don't know for sure, without having to go on the website, if it keeps away from putting growth hormones in its cows, and if it keeps away from all the shitty hormones and shitty chemicals that they shove into cows that make them unhappy creatures of nature, which pisses me off. But these are some of the live cultures. I don't know if you guys can see. There we go. Oh, it focused just a little and then it unfocused. Yeah, those are some of the live cultures. And if you look close, yeah, it's only got 80 calories for fat, 260, but it's like 3 per serving. So serving size is 8 ounces, which is quite a bit for one serving size. So um, you're getting your daily dose of goodies and your daily dose of yummy at the same time. So it works out. I'm going to try Pure Blends coconut oil plant-based butter because I kind of read that some African Americans that were brought over here from other islands when they were when slavery was legal. I kind of read that when they were when they were blending races, they blended a few African American races like Nigeria and Chinese and Asian and Islanders, and so there were some Hawaiians in there somewhere, you know, like, and there were Hawaiians that already were on American soil before Columbus came over. There were indigenous Americans or indigenous earthlings here already. They were Indians and Hawaiians and fucking Nigerian, or I don't know if you call them Nigerians, Nigerian people. Sorry, no disrespect meant. I just don't know the term or phrase. Um, they were already here because they actually built boats and came across the sea way before, just to kind of see. They didn't come to pilgrim, steal, rape, and scout people. They didn't do that. Fuck you, Columbus. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care how disrespectful that sounds. I know history, and I've dug deep enough to find that the roots are fucking dirty and bloody. But my point being is that some of my ancestors could actually be from Hawaii, and some of my ancestors could actually be from Jamaica. And if that's the case, then the coconut oil is a staple in the Jamaican and a Hawaiian diet because they grow locally. I don't know about Jamaica if they grow locally. I know in Hawaii they grow locally, so it's a staple in their diets. And without their oil from the coconut, their hair doesn't keep their pretty elasticity. Um, and then I actually started eating coconut oil, and I swear to you, I felt amazing. And it's not like some hippy dippy shit. I'd be honest with you, American Caucasians should not be eating coconut oil. It's not good for their systems. You all have not had this in your systems for years, and to add this into your system now, you would have to keep it into your system for at least 20 more centuries before it becomes a staple in your DNA. So it's not a racist kind of quote or derogatory quote. It's a scientific thing that I have been looking at for quite some time. So because I've already have this wired into my DNA, coconuts work for my body. But if you don't already have a majority of the food that you put into your body wired into your DNA, like your roots, you are basically poisoning your tree. You are a tree. You're a growing vessel, a growing human organism. You're poisoning yourself. So I don't know the point of why they would like commercialize coconut oils or coconut butters unless you were specifically supposed to eat it, you know, like, but they're not gonna put that into food. So anyway, I got my closet pickles, and yeah, I had to get a giant jar because I'm gonna tell you now, I've gone through at least 2 jars within a week of these regular like size pickles. So this time around, I just got the giant jar, and it's two quarts of closet pickles. I love the onions, and I flip it upside down specifically so that they all can just get in that goodness. My daughter loves our berries. I love strawberries too, but I prefer them in like a fruit bowl, a smoothie bowl, or a veggie bowl. And then I got this organic triple blend. I have yet to find out whether or not True Goodness either works for Myers or works by itself as a company and combines with different grocery stores to try their organic products. I am just now trying the Jambaba because it's supposed to be a meal supplement, and seeing as how I don't have now, see, the bulimia for me, I survived. You know, I survived bulimia, anorexia, and over exercising. And yes, it's in remission, but it's something I live with every single day of my life. But I survived them, right? And I'm grateful for that. And I'm grateful I'm alive. And I'm grateful that I am okay. But the side effects from all of the eating disorders and how hardcore I was into them, it's devastating and it's expensive. So I'm gonna tell you, if you think not eating your 3 meals a day and maybe a snack and just working out really hardcore is not a smart idea, you, my friend, will have a malnutritious, imbalanced body, and it doesn't feel good. And so I stopped, like I found a better way. I found the light. But it's hard to maintain the light because majority of the times I can't afford this stuff, and so I end up having to eat shit food, and I don't want to eat shit food, so I'd rather not eat, and that's not a combination that should work together. So like, it's a contradiction in itself. But anyway, this has chia seeds and wheat powder, which is great because I don't eat meat, so I don't get enough protein. The no added sugar is perfect because my ADHD can't have sugar. What else? And they say that chia seed helps with anemia. So that means, I'm guessing, it boosts your iron levels, which is wonderful. And so I am hoping that with me trying the super blend meal replacement for the times that I don't feel too hungry, that it'll actually do some good. What else? That lactose-free butter for baking. I already mentioned my yellow Russells, and then seedless grapes. And over here, I have my rice maker and my blender and my cereal holders and my bread spot that I gotta get more bread. My daughter loves rice chips, so I have to stock this cabinet with some rice chips. And then I love trail mix, but we love trail mix in our fruit bowls and in our peanut butter fruit bowls, so that works out. Or in our oatmeal bowls, we'll throw some trail mix on top, which is really good. This is our oatmeal shelf, but again, I gotta get more oatmeal. Looks pretty light over here. And then this is Belgian waffle mix. I always keep labels out. I like to see what I'm putting in my body before I put it into my body. It's a side effect of the eating disorders. My OCD is compromised, and my OCD has adjusted to my eating disorders in order to help me live a semi-sustainable and semi-healthy life. So without the OCD, my mental health would not be able to cope with reality. It would literally hit psychosis. So I'm grateful for my OCD because it helps me maintain sustainability. Yeah, my OCD helps me maintain sustainability, and I'm grateful for it. I'm sorry, I was thinking about a vlog I watched from one of the fellow YouTubers where they were talking about, I forgot her name, but she said how you should always be grateful for something at the end of the day and find something to be grateful for and talk about it. And I was like, what am I grateful for? What could I possibly be grateful for? And then I thought to myself, like, oh, well, I could have died from all those eating disorders. And even though I can't make a grocery list properly, at least I can make some kind of grocery list. And even though I can't properly shop for groceries, at least I can make a meal plan, go out, get the ingredients, cook the meal, and then eat it with my daughter and not think about binging it after or purging it after she goes to sleep. So, like, I'm grateful for, because I could be in old habits. Sorry. And I would cry. Like, I cry still sometimes to this day to think that maybe I could have been a terrible bulimic and my esophagus would have ruptured because my esophagus was bleeding because of how hardcore I was into it. So, like, I'm grateful for that. But anyway, we got our unsweetened coconut flakes because, again, ADHD can't have sugar. I think we can have natural sugars, but I haven't read enough about ADHD. I actually just found this out. Like, my daughter has ADHD, which the father I've never met because it was a rape conception, but I don't remember meeting anyone that has symptoms of ADHD in the time frame of what happened to me and what what happened. So the only thing that explains her having ADHD is the fact that I have ADHD, and that makes more sense because I can't sit still, I can't focus on anything, and I always have 5,000 more things on my brain that aren't just one. So ADHD is also a symptom of the BPD. So BPD and schizophrenia tend to bring out the worst in everything. And that's the hard part when you go to a doctor and they try and medicate you. So that's why I say I like holistic views, because I don't like taking the pills. I have a terrible history with pills. I don't like them. My heart, because of the bulimia, can't take most of them, and because of how high of the antipsychotic I have to take to help with my chemical imbalance, it really does put me in the bed for like hours, and I can't do that, and that's contradicting because I have shifts to do. So it's frustrating. So either like I'm down if I do, I'm down if I don't. So right now I'm like 2 days without medications, medicine, holistic medicine. So I ran out of tea. So 2 days without any holistic or herbs of any kind. Like it's completely empty. That is the only one I have. And then at least almost a month without my antipsychotic meds. And I feel better without them than I do on them. And I have to explain to my psychiatrist why his diagnosis on the medication was wrong, and he's not going to, be happy with that. But, yeah. Anyway, I got these thingies because my daughter loves these, but I got this one. It's supposed to be black tea, which is a lot healthier for you than most tea. I don't like artificial flavors. I don't like this one says it's made with natural flavor and with some artificial flavors. No, and some other natural flavors. Okay, but again, they do false advertisements, so they could be fucking lying to my face right now and I would know. But black tea, I'm a little more happier about if it's an artificial flavoring with some black tea, because black tea is way better than regular tea. Tea, I'm a tea addict, so tea. I got the energy one with caffeine because I'm not, as ADHD is not allowed to have coffee. Like I'm not allowed to have caffeine. My BPD, I'm not allowed to have caffeine either. But this also has a vitamin B in it. And seeing as how I actually have a hard time getting out of bed and I have low energy all the time and I have a chest and a bum that I carry around, it makes it very hard to do anything during the day. So I wanted to try that and see if maybe it was okay, and if it's not okay, I'll stop taking it, but like not until it says it's not okay. Those are some Russell potatoes that I just washed, and I'm gonna put them in the fridge with the rest of the veg. I gotta go grocery shop again. That's my ex-boyfriend's drink. He drinks. I don't like alcohol. I don't like alcohol or cigarettes or drugs. So I guess I'm a good girl. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Anyway, I got a Brita filter because no matter where I go, and I'm telling you this right now, because we don't have enough workers to pay fucking taxes and we don't have our government putting the money where it needs to fucking go, our water system in America is shit. And so all of our water everywhere we go tastes fucking different. And depending on the community that you're in and the community that you're in, if they don't take care of their water plants, their water is fucking half polluted with calcium and anything else that didn't fucking get processed out of it. So in return, I found that my sink actually has a high calcium buildup and I can taste it, and I don't want to calcify my pineal gland at all. And so I bought this lovely baby here, which is a Brita water filter to help decalcify my body, because too much calcium in your body is toxic, and everyone knows that. And if you don't know that, you know that now, because my channel is here for love, and I want to make sure everyone remembers that the human itself deserves to live, and there's no body or spirit that could tell you differently. We deserve to live because we're alive, because we made it. So we don't deserve to death. I got my daughter some bananas. I store them in the bag to keep their pH balance correct, and I store them in the fridge because outside the fridge in my house, they tend to go bad fast, and I hate it, and I don't know how to hold their shelf time unless they're in the cooler. So they're at the bottom, which keeps them from the light, which keeps them from going brown too easily. But as soon as they exit out of the fridge, you gotta eat it, but that's fine. So they'll stay yellow as long as they're in the fridge, but as soon as you take it out, they'll have to eat it. So one by one, they'll be eaten, so it's okay. Eggs are for my daughter because even though I have her on a vegetarian plant-based diet, I still don't want her to fully be without meat. I mean, she does not eat chicken. She will eat some chicken because she likes chicken patties, specifically a McChicken. She likes me to make them homemade, though. She doesn't want the ones from the McDonald's. She doesn't want McDonald's food. She knows how terrible they are. But she likes to make chicken, and that's probably it with the chicken. She'll eat my Mississippi chicken as well. But other than that, it's turkey for her. She is a turkey girl. And then sometimes just no meat at all. You know, like this time around, she doesn't want meat this month. She just wants more fruit and vegetables. She wants me to fill up the fruit and veggie drawer again. So she doesn't really want any meat, but I still have to give her protein in the morning. So I got eggs because it's the easiest protein, and you can actually just eat the egg white and still get protein and not have to eat the yolk, and that's great for some days when she doesn't feel like eating the whole egg and she just wants the protein, and I can just give her the protein and she doesn't have to bother with the rest of it. She can have protein with a side of toast and some peanut butter and some fruit. She'll be fucking fine. Sorry for my French, it's late at night. In here, I keep a lining at the bottom. Okay, first of all, I keep all of the fruits and veggies in their original packing except for like potatoes, because potatoes I have to wash them. I mean, I'm technically supposed to wash all my fruit, but until I get Ziploc baggies to like, because what I want to do is buy Ziploc baggies so that every time I buy fruit and vegetable, which I have to put my fruit and veggies up, but every time I buy fruit and vegetable, I can just empty them out of their original packaging, which is shit, and then wash them off from all the shit that they've been touching, and then put them away back in here. But until I can do that, I keep them in their baggage and the side of this crisper, because it keeps the pH balance to themselves and not sharing them with their buddies and their next door neighbors. Like, I have to make sure that these are closed completely, and I gotta go get a clip for that to make sure keep it closed. So I'll just put that, hold it. Now, why do I put a bag at the bottom of it? Is because when I sometimes come in here, I can actually see my daughter will snack on a carrot, or she'll snack on a radish, you know, like she'll snack on something in the cooker. And the problem with that being is that she won't close it fully because, you know, she's only 5, so it's okay. I gotta come back in and close it. But it'll drain into the bottom, and I don't like my veggies touching the bottom, and I don't have a veggie mat to put at the bottom yet, so I can't like put a veggie mat at the bottom. But it's basically a lining to make sure that we don't pass any unnecessary goodies to each other or store unnecessary goodies at the bottom, and then like they again suck up into the bags that, you know, of course. Same with my veggies, but I don't have any in there. My fruits, but I don't have any in there yet because I gotta put them up. So, yeah, sorry about my boogers. And then, of course, I got another IQ detox drink for me and my daughter to share. We usually share everything because it's a budget, and seeing as how both of us have like awkward diets, it seems to be the best notion. This is a lemonade that I got that I'm gonna have for a midnight snack because I'm starving, because I didn't get to eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner because I didn't get to the grocery store till like late. So I didn't have anything to eat because I'm plant-based and I can't just eat anything. So I'm gonna have a few of these Rice Crisps and some Eat Well. My ex found this. I actually thought it was really fucking amazing. I actually didn't know they had this, and it's actually vegetarian approved, and then it's got 17 grams of protein in it, no preservatives, no artificial flavorings, no fucked up food colorings or any of that, and it's just simple. Like, this mac and cheese doesn't even have cheese. Like, it's just basically a silk covering with the broccoli. I warmed it up, but I probably have to rewarm it. And then I love this little plate. Like, I want to get the little Chinese plates like these. They look so modern and pretty. I like that. So, like, yeah. Look, I didn't open the package yet because I still need to recook it once more. But, like, you can tell how it doesn't even really have real cheese. It's just more broccoli than it is cheese. And so that is, I'm going to do that. So yeah, guys, that was all that happened with me today. I mean, besides the fact that I had to put on a hat because I didn't want to catch fleas in my hair. I'm awesome, and I'm getting better, and I hope that we touch on a different basis. Anyway, so, like, enough of me being weird. You should totally like with that clickety click. Maybe check out my Instagram if you want, if you get bored, because I'm always posted. I'm always posted. Shaggy! My rabbit. I gotta get him defleed. Some stupid cat gave him fleas. And then subscribe and share if you'd like. If not, thank you for joining me either way. I still love you, and thanks for coming to my awkward vlog. Yeah, life with Aaliyah. Dooch, 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 doo doo doo, doo doo doo, doo 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 doo. The end. So weird.